name is Mary, and today we are talking about Cress by Marissa Meyer. Cress is the third in the Lunar Chronicles series, and so far it has been my favorite. I gave this book a 5 out of 5. It really drew me in. It kept me wanting more of the story, and of course it left it at a cliffhanger like all of the books do, so that you want to know what happens next. Like the rest of the Lunar Chronicles, Cress is a fairy tale retelling set in the world of New Beijing and the moon having people on it, and Cress is a shell, a lunar person who cannot control people using bioelectrical manipulation. Like the rest of the Lunar Chronicles, Cress is a fairy tale retelling, and this is the retelling of Rapunzel, whose story can take so many different turns in adaptations because it wasn't a very detailed story to begin with, at least not the one that I've read. Basically, the one that I know is the one where she's stuck in a tower by an evil queen, and the prince comes and says, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair," and then he climbs up and rescues her at the end. So if you know a better one, link me to it because I'd like to read it. But this has taken such an extraordinary turn from that, and you really get to see her become really independent, and it's got a lot of the same key points as Tangled does, but in a robots and people are taking over the world kind of way, and it's really, really cool. So basically, I am getting into the spoilery section now, so you need to go read Cress, and if you haven't read the ones before that, those would be Cinder and Scarlet, so go read them and then come back. Bye! Hello, spoilery people. Cress. And so Cress is now rebelling against Mistress Sybil, which we saw in the first book a little bit when she contacted Cinder. And I'm really, really excited. I was really excited to get to meet Cress officially. And I think she's amazing. I love her, and for being her first time in the real world, first time not on the moon, and the first time around people in like 7 years, she did pretty amazing. When she first meets Thorn, who she already has this huge crush on, he's like, "Aces, is that all hair?" And she ends up cutting it off, or Thorn ends up cutting it off so that they can travel the desert a little better. And then Thorn gets blind, and I was like, no, that can't be permanent, can it? And so at the end of the book it gets fixed, which was great, but he's still sort of blind. It's coming back slowly. And the fact that the doctor was her father was, I think it was hinted at a little bit, but when they revealed it, I was like so torn for Cress because she just gets her dad back. She doesn't know how she feels about it, and then he dies. And I'm also kind of curious to see how they're going to fight the Lamotis outbreak, because Lamotis has mutated into something that can affect lunars as well. The biological warfare, that I did not see coming. So that was really interesting. You get to see a little bit more of the queen, and we know that she's been through 2 marriages, and so when I pick up Fairest, I will hopefully get to see what that backstory is about before reading Winter, that I don't actually have with me. It comes out tomorrow, and so hopefully the library has it, but it probably won't at that point, so I'm going to be the first to check it out, I swear. Anyways, back to Cress. It was really, really good. I loved it, and they got split up, and Scarlet is now already on the moon, and she met Winter at the end of the book, and I'm still kind of curious if she actually has her fingers or not, because they didn't actually say if they had her fingers, because it said she didn't have time to scream till the axe came down, and they were about to cut off her fingers, and I want to know if she actually has fingers left. That's just me. Probably. And I'm really excited. Wolf seems so sad and pitiful without her, And I think that's an actually really good twist, because in most books you see the girl not wanting to be with the guy, but Scarlet finds herself very defiant and being able to work and actually move without Wolf being there, but Wolf has to at some points even be completely puppeted by Cinder just to get him out of a room. And they really talk about the differences between what's human, what's not, and that the cyborgs are actually going to be human, I think. And then they finally tell Prince Kai that Cinder is Princess Celine. I really love Aiko. I think Aiko is one of my favorite characters. I think it goes like Aiko, Cress, Cinder, Scarlet. But I absolutely love Aiko. She cracks me up. She's this droid who has been working her entire life to not act droid-like and learn how to feel. And so that's really interesting. And she gets so psyched when Thorn brings her this escort droid body so that she can pretend to be an actual human, and she's like, look, I have hair, and all this other stuff, and I just love it. Aiko is just like this little kid, but she's like, but she's able to like mature herself up enough to fight in this battle, and everybody has declared war by the end of this book, and so I am dying to know how this revolution goes. And every time I hear revolution at this point, I just keep thinking of that song Radioactive, where it's like, it's a revolution, I suppose. We're painted red to blend right in. Anyways. Ignore my singing. So basically that's Cress. I didn't really have a lot to say about it other than, oh my gosh, this is my favorite one. There's so much development in this book, and you get to see the soft sides of these characters as well as the, oh, I'm tough and I'm going to save the world sides, and I think it's really cool that Marissa Meyer's characters are so well-rounded. Which of these books has been your favorite thus far in the series, and who's your favorite character? Let me know down below in the comments. If you liked this video, be sure to give me a big thumbs up and click that subscribe button to see some more. That's it for this video. Bye!